I'm going to spend some time now, like tying some rigs up, getting some bags ready, because when it happens on here, the action can be that quick. I don't want to be wasting time tying rigs up, putting bags together, you know, PVA stocking bags. I just want everything at hand, so it's land the fish, sort the fish out, tie a new rig on, bag on, and back out on the spot. So I'll quickly run through what I'm doing. If I can get away with it, I like to use £10 Maxima. Why I like to use this is it's a lovely colour, it's dark, it's fairly stretchy, so it's a bit forgiving for me on the braided main line. But still, I like to put a couple of blobs of putty on there. I use the Nash putty. Anyway, I'll run you through a step-by-step quick sort of like how to tie it up. You'll probably think, God, this is a bit too simple, but as you'll find out from me, I use a hell of a lot of simple rigs. I rely on my watercraft, looking for fish, and I'm not worried about these super duper rigs. As I said, I'm using £10 Maxima, long hook links, normally sort of about 1.5 to 2 foot cut off. All you do here is tie a loop. What rig I'm going to be using here is called a knotless knot. It's the easiest rig to tie in the world. Put a bit of saliva on the knot. Always put saliva on your knots. Right, you form the loop. That loop is going to be for your hair stop. Right, hook I'm going to be using today, like I said, is a size 10 Big T. It's quite a small hook, but it's one of my favourites. What I like to do, you know, this is the end what's going to be going in the mouth. So why use a blunt hook? You know, after a fish or reeling, check it. I never ever, once I've reeled it in with a fish or just reeled it in, use that hook again. I can feel it digging in, and like I know that by a spot of blood. You know, it's a very, very sharp hook. Like I said, simple as anything. Through the eye. And I use long hairs, so like the length of the hair, I mean that's what most people use. That ain't no good in my book. Right, let's give it, that's what, average for me, 1 3/4, maybe 2 inches. Right, you've got like where the eye's been made on the hook, you've got like an area there, like where is a burr, where it touches the hook. Right, don't go that way against it, go the other way there. So I go 7 times, lucky 7, that's just me being superstitious. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Right. Right, notice I've held it all, so it stayed in position. Back through the eye. Like that. Right, what I like to do now is I use my tooth. Be careful, you don't want to put a hook in your mouth. That's just to make sure everything's tight, as I don't want it snapping. Right, at this point, I don't want the hair sitting like that one single bit. As you can notice, it's not in line with the shank. So what I like to do is just look dead in line. But if I left that out like that, the hook link is kicking away. It's not in line with the shank and the hair. So what I do here is where it's pushing, the hook link is pushing the other way, I take it the opposite. And it's really simple, and it's just hold it like that, make sure that hair is dead in line with the shank. Get some super glue, watch your hands of course, you don't want to stick your hands, just dab it, just in the eye bit there. Right, I just wipe it off with me, yeah, but like use a cloth or whatever. So it's just a little bit, let it dry. As we're in summer, this only takes seconds. Right, what will happen now, once that's dried, this then will make the hook link, look, I haven't even pulled it. As you can see, I haven't pulled it because I haven't straightened the hook link yet, and it's dead in line with the shank, and the hair is in line with the shank. It's a bit like a massive bent hook. But there you go, I pulled it nice and tight, look. Dead in line, everything's superb. Why I like this rig is when they eject it, I'm looking for fish what are feeding really heavy, they're confident, they get that in their mouth, and then when they want to eject or they move off because they don't know it's in the mouth, basically that pushes the bait around the mouth or in the roof of the mouth and puts the hook in position where 90% of the hook holes are between there, that corner and there, which is where you want it. And it's as simple as that, and I've caught, well, that's That's the rig I use most of the time. I mean, I caught massive carp on this, carp of all sizes, from all waters, easy or hard. Right. And like I said, get some bags done. I'm using the Nash Scopex. I've had Gary Bays put some Robin Red in, just to be a little bit different, because a lot of people use Scopex. Little tip here, tubes what they come in, instead of throwing them away, if you don't use these, they're there for next time. They're in there, they don't get damp. Put the lid on, you can get maybe 7 in there, 6 or 7, and they're there at any time. If it's raining, you don't want to be making bags, you just want to quickly get it out under your coat or whatever, clip the bag on and out you go, because you've got damp hands, damp air, and this is going to melt. So what I'll be doing is getting some more rigs tied up and some more bags.